Hello, world. This is CuzTheInternet podcast. I'm your host, Trey.
And I'm your Jose. Let's get into it. So, back to this rising trend where everyone on the interwebs feels like they're judge and jury. They have a say in your life, even though they've never met you. They know your artistry, and they feel like because they know your artistry, they are entitled to your life, and they feel like their opinions matter and mean something. Um, Case in point, Lazy Bone. Now A Boogie with the hoodie. I know I didn't even say what I was going to say about them, but what I wanted to say was being in the spotlight or even presenting yourself, putting yourself out there, you have to have thick skin because all these people feel like they have something to say and whatever they have to say is valid.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from people. You're allowed to feel how you want to feel. If people are putting their stuff out there, you're allowed to be critics. Criticize it, say what you like, what you don't like, what you would change, what you wouldn't change. Now, you can't expect people to always receive that well or receive it at all. At the end of the day, it's what they do. They never ask for an opinion, they just put it out. But, anyways, I digress. Back to A Boogie, Lazy Bone. I know 50 Cent, I'm pretty sure. Cardi B, definitely. But I'm not sure if she really got backlash. Doesn't matter. Joel Santana, you know what? Doesn't even matter. Getting their teeth done. Getting veneers, getting their teeth done.
Okay.
So, Cardi B's teeth were messed up. And she decided, you know what? I got a little bit of Skrilla. Let me fix it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at her for that. Lazy Bone. He didn't like his teeth.
Yeah.
He didn't want to smile in public. He didn't want to do anything. Finally, after years of going through it, he finally got his teeth fixed. A Boogie got his teeth fixed.
Yeah.
I don't even remember there being a problem with A Boogie's teeth, but apparently there was like a chip in a tooth and other things. He got it fixed. He wanted to get it fixed. 50 Cent got his teeth
The
fixed.
list goes
Joel
on.
Santana.
Yeah.
Exactly. But more recently, A Boogie and Lazy Bone, where Lazy Bone put up a post saying how he got his teeth fixed because he wasn't happy with his smile, his teeth. And he then took down the post. A Boogie put up a post with his teeth gotten fixed, redone, reworked, whatever you want to word it, however you want to word it.
Yeah.
And people are laughing at him, saying they hate it, and his teeth look like bathroom tiles, and the list goes on.
Yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
I know this is not anything new. Parents have been saying this for years. If you have nothing nice to say nothing at all.
Thanks.
Maybe you just want to be that funny person and you think that your tweet, your comment's going to go viral and that's how you're going to get your big break. Maybe that's it. But just know, when you get up there, people are going to be gunning for you. So unless you have the thick skin to deal with what you're doing to other people, just leave it alone. They got their teeth fixed because they did not like their teeth. They were insecure about their teeth.
Yeah.
Now their teeth are fixed and you're going to try to make them more insecure about having fixed teeth? Like, what's wrong with you people? Give it a rest. Leave it alone. Once again, hey, art is art. I'm just speaking in general now. Art is art. You put it up, it's for any and everybody to critique, say what they want.
Yeah.
I personally, hey, I would like to hear what people have to say. If it's negative, I'm not even going to pay it much mind. I really won't.
Yeah.
It might come to one of those points where, you know what, maybe one day I got time. Let's play. But I'm never going to waste, for the most part, for the foreseeable future, I'm not going to waste my time with negative comments. So Why waste your time putting it out there? Because I'm not going to respond to it.
Yeah.
People may laugh, but like we know, this world has an attention span of goldfish. So they're going to do it and they're going to be on to the next thing. So why waste your time? That's just how I felt about it. What do you feel about this trend where people are making fun of people who are getting their teeth done or even anything?
Okay. The thing is that, again, once you put things up for the world to consume, like you said, there's allowed to have a criticism on it or a perspective on it. Yeah, that's what you're allowing. You're bringing them into your world, into your life, into your personal space. Therefore, they cannot, just because you don't get the results or the feedback you want doesn't mean that now it's out of bounds. Like, no, you put it up there because you wanted people to say, hey, great picture, great teeth, and that's not what you got. So I kind of on the other side of the fence where I don't think people should be mean, because some people are just trolls and are on there for no reason, but other people look at something and genuinely find it funny. So if they find that A Boogie's teeth look like tiles, they have the right to say, yo, bro, your teeth look like tiles. And if you don't like that, you shouldn't have put that up for the world to see, because once you're putting it up, you're allowing people to critique you and your lifestyle. And again, we'll go back to teeth. People can critique my teeth all they want. That's because this is a platform that we're sharing with the world. Will I enjoy it? Will I like people making fun of it? Knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't happen. But if it happens, I'm not gonna be like, yo, we gotta take down this episode, bro. Like, no, I'm putting it up there understanding that, hey, everyone's gonna have an opinion on what we're putting out. This is our art. This is our platform. And we're sharing it with people. So people are gonna talk about just about anything they want. So I take it with a grain of salt. I really don't think it's that serious. And I'm kind of shocked that so many people do, because it's like, at the end of the day, it does not, it might affect you emotionally if you allow it to, but for the most part, it doesn't affect any other part of you. It's only what you allow to happen. So it's not that serious to me. I actually think that, but I see it a lot of times where an artist will post something because they're so happy about it, and then everyone will clown them, then they'll take it off. It's like, come on, man, that's a weak move, man. Just let it go. Like, that's the whole point, man. It's for people to consume. It's for people to judge. It's for people to talk about. That's legit what you're putting up your art for. It's that simple for me.
It's kind of early, I guess, but I want to bring in the segment Tales from the Internet. 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 So there's this post I saw, and I really wanted to hear what your thoughts and perspectives were on this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Just gonna read it. So it says as follows. I always preach about having a roster. Your starting five is your go-to. If one of them start acting up, you gotta replace with other prospects. The secret cheat code, how to maintain all, is simple. I'm giving y'all some game. Go in strong with these shawties. So damn strong they think they about to date you, then back off 3 steps. They now hooked, and now you can ghost them for days or weeks, and then hit them up on the times you need them. Thoughts?
No pun intended. The thing is, um, I think that he gave game. He gave game. I'm not saying it's right, but he definitely gave up some game right there. That is some solid game he gave. But I don't think it's right. I don't think playing with people is right. But during the game, he's not necessarily going out with anybody, and he's in the midst of his dating. People play the game how they choose to play it. I can't. I don't honestly have a real opinion on it. I think that it's probably working for him. Like, that's his game. That's what he wants out of life right now. He's probably just enjoying life, enjoying different people, enjoying different situations, and he's he found a way to make it work consistently. So it'd be one thing if he was in a relationship, then I'm always down to judge. But when you're single, I always feel as though you can make your decision, enjoy your single life how you choose personally. How about you?
Now I'm going to let you know I'm on the other side of the fence from you.
Okay, okay.
If this was back in the day where I didn't know better, I would have been like, you know what? It makes sense. I'm not even mad at him. You know what? I'm gonna take some notes. But
3, right?
but I feel like right now in this day and age,
Yeah.
everyone is broken. People need healing. By you doing this, you are potentially breaking these young kings and queens into bad behaviors.
Damn you.
Now, but
Damn you. Okay? Don't take
but
something
tell me I'm
wholesome.
lying.
Don't take something wholesome as playing the game and interject with
See,
kings and queens. That
but
just that
like I said,
you trump any argument at this point. Go
like I
ahead.
said though,
Mhm.
if this was back in the day, I would have been all for it.
Yeah.
But going through relationships, knowing what you know now, the
Yeah.
stuff that I know I've caused grief for people, and I know I've been through hell with
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Me seeing this, I was like, nah, we don't need more of this. Like, don't give game like this. I understand it's one of those things. If you're gonna talk to your boys, your peoples, that's one thing. Don't put it on the interwebs for everybody to see now, and now everybody's going to just ruin everybody's life for me with just one second.
No, because that's what I just wanted to clarify. So your problem, is it that he's
No, no,
kicking
no.
this game, or is
It's
it because he's putting it on the internet?
no, no. He shouldn't put it anywhere. He shouldn't even be doing it at
Oh,
this
okay. That's what I was
because
trying to declare. Okay.
right now I don't know if this is the post of the dude who said
Yeah.
it, but it looks like a grown man who was saying it. Why are we doing this? Like,
You found a way to keep a roster. He found a
see,
way to keep his roster. I'm not saying that's good or okay. That's the thing. But if you are single, as long as you're being as respectful as possible, and I'm saying
okay.
as possible. Go ahead.
If you're single, being
Mhm.
respectful as possible is saying, "Hey, we are dating. I am
Mhm.
dating other people. Keep it a buck." So this way, they know if they want to continue with you or if they don't want to. But if you are in a relationship with them, you go hard and you make them feel like they're the only one, and you know you have 3 other ones that you're doing the same thing to, and then you
Yeah.
fall back, and now they they feel
Already
like they
feeling.
can't live
Yeah.
without you, and they
And
exactly
and
like
that's when he keeps it a bug. That's when he's like, listen, man, right now I can't be tied down. He's just choosing when he wants to be on, fully honest or give that disclosure. I'm not saying it's okay, but
I'm
in
almost
this
positive he
game,
has not said to them, "Hey, I'm speaking to like 30 other girls, and we're all going through the same thing right
I
now."
guarantee you,
Nah,
yes. I guarantee you, yes.
nah. Mm-mm.
The reason why I'm thinking he most likely did the way that most people do it. They give that arrogance at the end, right? Which is messed up. I'm not saying it's okay, but it starts off the nice, nice, nice. Then he backs away, and then he gives a little more, but and he's playing this game. Then she in turns like, listen, why are you playing these games with me? Blah blah blah. You know how I feel. Then that's when he's like, listen, look, we're taking our time here. I never said that you're the only person I'm talking to. That's not what this is about. We're just that.
Never said that.
That's
I
when you
assure you,
choose.
he's never said that.
That definitely that happens a lot, where you throw out the truth at that point because you already know the person's already so hung up that it's most
Okay,
likely not gonna go anywhere. But go ahead. What were you gonna say?
okay. If y'all are talking for a week, 2 weeks,
Mhm.
maybe even a month, and you throw it out there, you're not the only person we're talking.
But not you're not the only person. Sorry, because maybe I said it wrong. but it's more the who cares if I'm talking to other people? That has nothing to do with you. Like that type of
But see, now
attitude.
this is what the problem is,
Yeah.
okay? You throwing that out there is not you saying, hey, there are other people I'm talking. You are not keeping it a buck. You're keeping it maybe a 50 cent.
Okay.
You reach your dad trying. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm just
candy
joking. That was a
shop.
horrible
No,
impression.
no, I feel you.
But
It was bad.
yeah, it was. But you threw it out there.
Mm.
Maybe I should talk. It's fine.
Yeah, horrible,
But no,
horrible.
for real, you did not say to that person, "Hey, I'm seeing other people."
Mm.
You just threw it out like who cares if I see other? It's
Yeah,
not you saying I am seeing other people. It's like who cares if I'm seeing
yeah,
other
it's
people?
none
Like
of your
you're the
business
one that
type of.
I'm with,
No, no, no,
and
not
like
even
no,
what
I
I'm
know,
with,
I know,
but
I know.
it's none of your business. Like that's not like I'm talking to you because I want to get to know you, but that's not, you know what I mean? Like that's how you play after you've given the. I'm not saying I know this for a fact. All I'm trying to say is that that's how it would be, the give take, and then when the person's hooked, that's when you actually kind of give that. Hey, don't be questioning me about the way I'm living my life type of thing. I'm just saying that's kind of how that game works, or it can maybe work.
But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
as I was saying, I don't agree with it just because it messes with people's minds, and then when you now or they now decide, you know what, I can't take this anymore. I'm done with you. They're gonna be jaded and they're gonna hate people. And when a nice guy comes along and he's doing what he should be doing,
Yeah,
could be doing, would be doing, you are gonna question everything. Bring me to another post I saw where this dude goes to this girl he went on a date with. They were on the Dr. Phil show.
yeah,
When they were talking, she asked him if he has a girl, and he said no.
yeah,
So the question was asked, it was answered.
yeah,
They now go out for dinner. Everything's good. He's attracted to her. She's attracted to him. And she asks him again. So it
yeah,
was what it was. Okay. Now they're home. They're messaging each other. And she asks him again. So now at this point, he sees it as a red flag because why are you still asking me this question? You already asked. I answered it. But you keep asking.
yeah.
And he's not answering anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame him for not continuously answering
Yeah. So
because
basically,
he
no.
already answered you. Okay, so he at this point he ghosted her. He ghosted her. He stopped responding to her messages, and she's messaged him saying, "Hey, it's weird. Like, are we still on?" And he then responded back saying, "I've just been busy," and stopped responding again.
Yeah.
Now they're on the Dr. Phil show, and she's trying to justify her reasoning for asking, and him acting funny. That could be a result of dating a dude like this who did all this stuff to you, and now you can't trust anybody because you have trust issues.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm saying, yes, this is game. Back in the day when you don't know better, you don't do better. So
Yeah.
yeah, you would love to hear all these things and know all these things.
Yeah.
But getting into your life where you're grown and you should have goals and ambition,
100%.
why are you still playing these games?
I
Like,
definitely. I feel
find
you.
yourself one who's solid, who'll stand behind you, and she will back you and help you grow, succeed. But you're still gonna play these games to
I
ruin
feel
people's
you.
lives
See, I
because
feel you.
they could have potentially been together, had the big house, the white picket fence, the dog, the 2.5 children. They could have had all that stuff. But because she was jaded by the last dude, she can't trust that this dude doesn't have a girlfriend because, hey, things are too good to be true.
I
That's
get
all I'm
you.
saying.
What you're saying makes sense, and you're looking at it from a grown, well-rounded point of view, which I fully agree with you. But I'm not saying judging, but at certain ages you live certain lifestyles. Everybody experiments. That's just the world we live in, like women and men. So to tell everybody, you know what I mean, have this certain type of way of living, da-da-da, I just don't think it's fair to people that need to discover themselves as well. A lot of the things that I've been through made me the person I am today. Just like
Hmm.
that same person that might be playing these games might meet the right person, but keep playing that game until he loses the right person. And that helps him become the person he needs to be in the future. So I'm just saying, I get what the whole point of what you're saying about messing with people, but life needs to take its course as well. Like it has to be, some people need to grow out of certain things. For me, it's not cool at all. What the whole thing you're
Hmm.
saying right now, not cool. But I can't blame a 14-year-old kid hearing that story and be like, that's the best thing ever.
Genius. Yeah.
And that's what his goals and mindset is right now. It's not to be married with white picket fence and have 2.5 kids. That's not at all what he wants at this point in time. And can I blame somebody for talking to that kid and assisting him with achieving his goals and his dreams? I'm not. I'm just saying. That's it's messed up to say, but that's what I'm saying.
This all came up because sidebar
Mhm.
went to Ottawa this weekend, got some Ottawa air, so it's for sale, as well as Toronto air. I'm gonna get some
Ooh,
Montreal air just now,
that's what's
so stay
up.
tuned. But anyways, and the pricing will be mentioned later.
Okay,
Um,
that's what's up.
but driving to Ottawa, listening to some R&B, played
Mhm.
some Bruno Mars. If I was your man,
Yeah.
and that's the song that got me. Where I was like, oh man, like from that song came out, I was like, this is the deepest song in the world, and so many people, I guess, take people for granted, and this is what it is. And not even trying to give away a lot or talk about myself where people know things. Something kind of similar-ish happened in my life. That's why that song struck a chord in me, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
ooh. And then when I saw that post, I was like, it was right after I heard the song. I was scrolling through Instagram and saw the post, and I was like, nah, man, you can't do this. You can ruin your life, other people's lives. This is why I was taking the stands I took
Yeah.
on it. So, like I said, if I didn't even hear the song, if the song never existed, if I
Mm-hmm.
never went through what I went through, I would have been like, this guy's genius. But because I know what I did, I
Mm-hmm.
know what went on in life. I've
Yeah.
heard things, I've seen things, I've gone through things.
Yeah.
And once again, if it was a young child saying it, I'd be like, you know what? You're living your life.
Yeah.
But you seem like a grown man. Like, you don't need to be playing these games.
All I'm saying is
Once
look
again,
at the man you are though right now. And look at the things you went through to become that man.
and you live and you learn. I get it. But if somebody could have told me, hey, you don't have to live your life like that, you don't have to do these things, how do we know I wouldn't have been where I needed to be years ago
But
doing
how do we
more?
know that again?
That playing
It's
with somebody's emotions would have made me feel better?
2020 is hindsight, right? You know what I mean? We know that. Look, like we could see right now what's going
Hmm.
on and what happened and choices we made. But during those times, a lot of the time we felt as though those were the best choices. We felt as though my happiness right at this moment, that's what I want, that's what I'm living for. I'm not saying it's right or okay, but it's easy to look back and be like, yeah, bad decision, blah blah blah. But all those decisions you made led you to right here, right now. At the end of the day, that's just the real to it. Who knows if
Once
it would have
again,
been better, but who knows if it would have been worse?
I'm not saying I regret anything I did in my life
No, I get
because,
you.
like you said, it made me into the man who I am today.
Exactly.
But if we can teach our children to treat people the way they want to be treated,
Facts.
treat them with respect, hold them up to higher regards, don't treat them just like pieces of meat, things would be a lot different. A lot different.
Yes, but people still make decisions. Listen, all right, just an example. I've seen kids grow up, right? And I've always tried to instill certain things and ways of thinking and how to treat a woman and how I've tried to do that, right? To younger people. Now, these younger people still I've seen have 2, 3 girlfriends and living their best life regardless of what I've tried to instill. Because sometimes it's what makes them happy at this point. It's not necessarily about somebody just coming and saying, hey, listen, you see the way I'm living, you see I'm married, that's what you need, that's what you want. I don't want that right now. Right now, I see her, she looks nice, she goes to a different school. She's from out of town. That's what they want right now. They don't want that one person for the rest of your life talk. That's not what they want or need right now. Sometimes
And
that's
that's
all I'm
because of
saying.
social media and posts
That's
like this,
dude. This
where it
was
makes
before
people think they're
we were
cool.
doing this before we had social media. So why is it social media for them?
Well, because social media right now is, back then when we were doing this stuff,
Okay,
hey, it was touch a boob over the shirt, and we were like, "Yo, I'm the man,"
you with that boob over the shirt thing, huh?
because we really did stuff like that and thought it was the coolest thing in the world. But
Yeah,
then kids nowadays, from the age of like 11, being like, oh, "Yeah, I had sex." What do you mean you had sex? What do you mean you
yes,
even know what you're doing? Like, it
yeah,
doesn't make any sense. And this is because people are making it seem like this is the thing to do and it's the coolest thing in
yes.
the world and you should do this.
But kids in
No,
our era
be a
were
kid.
doing the same thing though. Just because our mentality wasn't like, yo, at 9 years old, at 10 and 11. But no, I know kids that
I mean,
cross
I
that
know kids
line.
who, yeah,
Exactly.
but
So
I
it's
feel like
nothing that
nowadays,
changed, bro. It's because we're the old dudes saying, get off my lawn. That's why. It seems so crazy to us because we actually see the age. We're just like, you're young. Like, what are you doing? You have no business doing these things. That's because we're able to see it. When we're in that age, it's, hey, what's the name did that? Like, that's how it is. There's a difference. That's all I was trying to say. I get your argument and I get what you're saying, and I think there's some validity, and I think there's some validity to it, and I think you're actually for the most part right. But all I'm also saying is that it's easy to say, don't play the game, but and maybe it's just because it's so embedded in our culture that I just feel like the game is the game. You know what I mean? You live, learn, you grow over it, and you get over it, and you grow older. But that's just kind of what it is, man. You find ways to have fun. And if I know that's the thing, I know a lot of people that were relationship guys that one girlfriend, never cheat, never do nothing. And then I know some other dudes that will never be relationship guys. You know what I mean? Regardless of their situation. So my thing is that it's it's a lot about what we're teaching the kids, but a lot of times it's also just what makes you happy. A lot of some not the same thing gonna make everybody happy. That's all I'm saying.
you're right. And at this point in time in everybody's lives,
Mhm.
look, we figure it out, and we know a lot of these people need to see somebody and talk to somebody about this.
Yeah.
They feel like, yeah, I'm not a relationship guy. Why are you not a relationship guy?
Hmm.
What happened to you to make you not a relationship guy? Maybe you were in a relationship when you were younger and this girl broke your heart and you vowed never to have your heart broken again. So you decided just to have meaningless relationships with plenty of people, and that's how you're going to live your life. Because if you're never in a relationship again, you can never get your heart broken.
Yeah.
How do we know? But people need to get to the bottom of this thing and figure stuff out. Like, better yourself. Like, anyways, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and argue about this stuff. I know people don't even care to hear about this stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. But I'm not gonna go on a rant about this because there's no need.
If y'all want to hear
Do
about
you, Mountain Dew?
this, if you want to hear about this amazing game that was given today, leave it in the comments. We'll actually write it out for you guys. All right? Let us know.
Um, Black Twitter petitioning to cancel Destiny's Child's song "Cater to You." The song came out 17 years ago. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even know people were still playing the song. Not that I don't think it's a good song.
I still play that in my house.
Well, I mean, I played it too, but I mean,
Yeah.
17 years ago, it's the people of now's generation
Yeah.
who are trying to cancel that song.
I
Because
get
the
you.
people who grew up with hearing the song, it was what it
Exactly.
was.
Yeah.
17 years have passed, and now you're gonna say, "Hey, it's like slavery words." You're trying to, I'm like, really, really, really. People just want to be mad about a lot of things. Now, my thing is with them singing the song "Cater to You." I don't even know the words lyric by lyric, so I will not even try to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, even if it's not a metaphor, it's literally everything that they're saying they want to do just because.
Yeah.
It was, hey, if you go out and we're going to take it back in the day, caveman days. You go out and you provide for this family. You go out and you hunted that saber-toothed tiger for us and brought it back, killed it with your bare hands. You deserve everything. Like, you deserve all my love and affection. I will give you everything you need. You don't even have to ask. That's basically what it is in more modern day. So you go out and you provide for me. I just want to show you how much I love you. I will cater to you. That's it. People are really just taking this way too far, in my opinion. What are your thoughts on
I
that?
think people are idiots, man. That's a fantastic song, man. People are just trying to ruin love, man. Because I'm always saying this. It's not a one-way street. Men should cater to their women. Women should cater to their men. Like, it's that simple. It's she a woman saying how much she adores her man and she just wants to make his life easier and put his do-rag on for him, brush his hair. Like, that's just some sweet stuff to do. It doesn't mean that if you don't do it, we got a problem. She's saying she
Yeah.
wants to do it. And that's the whole premise of the song, is they're saying, I want to do this to the person I love. So it's just some nonsense. It's all I'm saying is it's some idiotic kids that just need to pay attention and listen and try to understand what real love looks like, because real love looks like you catering to your partner, man or woman, just being there and trying to make their life easier. That's simple. It has nothing to do with slavery. It has nothing to do with a man being above a woman or a woman being above a man. It's about you just being everything for your partner and vice versa. That's it. So that's my issue with it.
I'll just say, get off my lawn, you young whippersnapper. Just say it.
Exactly.
Because
Only one woman to one man and one man to one woman. That's it. Because you're
um
5-on-1.
I,
That's awesome.
I got it. I got it. We just finished speaking
Okay,
about
but just in
literally,
case, I
so
know
it's
you're
not
older
saying
now. I know you're older now. You're like, I don't.
yes, I'm 5 minutes older. Maybe I'll be on an island by myself, but I don't think I will be. And it has nothing to do with anything, but I feel like Kelly does not get the respect she deserves as a vocalist. She was dope. Is dope. I say was. Is dope. I remember when her album came out, I purchased that album and I killed it. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then on our drive, Care to You came up, so we listened to the song. And she's crazy. And now once again, this could be just me. Maybe I was in my feelings. Maybe not. But Michelle is not as bad as people make her seem. They always dog her, and you see the videos where the kids are like, "We're Destiny's Child. Okay, you're Michelle," and then the one kid starts bawling, "I don't want to be Michelle." They dog her, but she really is not as bad as people make her seem. She's dope as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways, that's just my perspective. That's just my take. That's how I feel. That's it.
I feel you on that, though. I feel you on that. Listen, so I'll break it down. Michelle, the reason why people dog her for one is because she's the newest member. You know what I mean? So it's like a
Hmm.
default member, and then she has that different kind of a voice, the
Yeah.
different pitch. So that's what. But she's a sick singer. Like whoever thinks that she's not is just crazy. Amazing singer, but that's why she's like an official member of Destiny Child, but it still feels unofficial.
Yeah.
Now Kelly, she's my favorite. Like I think Beyonce is dope. I think she's, can't knock Beyonce. But Kelly to me has always been she's to me the star. Like I always liked her, underrated 100%. But no, and yeah, she definitely could sing. Well, just everything about her is dope. I ain't gonna go too wild because I know my wife watches,
Yeah.
but it's pretty. she she's pretty dope, man. She's my favorite,
Yeah. And I
definitely.
get it. I get it. I get
Mm.
it. Quick question for you. So you're given $50,000 and a plane ticket to go anywhere in the world, but you have to go tonight. Where are you going? Twist, plot twist. You have to go alone. You can't bring the family. Another twist. You have to travel in order to keep that money. What are you doing?
Um, I'm definitely gonna go, right? And I'll probably go somewhere that I'm knowledgeable about. So I'd probably go to Jamaica or Bahamas, somewhere like that. And yeah, I'd probably just chill on a resort and hang out. I wouldn't go crazy and live my best life at a random place. But no, I would definitely go. But I would keep like a good 5,000 to bring home. And no, but no, I would definitely have to make it worthwhile for the family just under these circumstances. It's not that you
Hmm.
can't travel by yourself, but it's more a circumstance like I'm leaving tonight. I'd have to make it worthwhile. So I'd at least bring home about 40,000, and then it would be like, okay, it's like I went away for work. So that's how I'd try to break it down. How about you?
I'd take it and I'd go to Montreal. That 50,000 is staying with me. I
Plane
go to
ticket though. You
Montreal.
gotta travel, man. You gotta take the plane somewhere.
It's a free ticket plus $50,000. I will take that plane ticket to Montreal. I still got 50,000.
God damn you. Listen, Zay,
And
what I would do, listen to me, okay? What I would do, I would take a plane to Ottawa, okay? And then I just drive right back home to spend the time with my family and the money.
You really don't like your family that much? You would go away to Jamaica or Bahamas? Oh, you probably go for like a week or two, huh?
Damn
You probably
you.
go for like a month.
I was already planning on spending 10,000, bro, off the top. You said, damn you, Zay.
Oh man. I guess when I come to Montreal, I'll just see your family and be like, hey, I'm just gonna give you
Hey,
a little change because Trey's gone. So
something to hold you over until he comes back.
while he's living his best life, drinking margaritas and stuff.
Damn you, man. This guy. But yeah, no. I'm definitely just going to Ottawa and then I'm coming right back home, man. Come on.
Oh.
All right, I'm on TikTok the other day. There's this guy. He's talking about his life and his relationship. Says I guess he's a
Narcissist.
recovering narcissist. Would that be?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know how it works, but he says he's a narcissist, and in his relationship, his wife was always, at least to him, seeming different at home. She was never happy or always, but whenever she'd go out, she'd have her brightest light on. Everybody, she'd be laughing, making jokes, and whenever she'd get back home, it was always dimmed again, and it was just a lot. And he used to always get at her and argue with her and all this stuff until he finally realized that he was the one dimming her light. that she said that she couldn't be herself around him. Basically, that yeah, she just didn't feel comfortable around him. It was only she could only be herself when she was with other people.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, I want to ask you, but even before I ask you this question, I went into the comments, right? And in the comments, it could be probably about I'm just being conservative, about 75% women.
Okay.
And a lot of the women were like, this is exactly what I was going through. And that's you're telling that's why me and my ex-husband got divorced. And you know what I mean? Of course, he definitely was a narcissist too, and all of this. Now, with all of this being said, how do you feel about that situation? Do you think it's common? Do you think that there's that many men that are narcissists in relationships? Like, what is your opinion on that situation about not being able to be yourself when you're with your partner?
Well, first and foremost, I commend him for knowing that he needed to seek therapy and help
Yeah,
and going through with it and realizing that he was a narcissist and the role it played in his relationship with his wife.
yeah,
So I'm happy he did that, and I'm happy they're working on their relationship instead of throwing it away saying, hey, it's not working. Let's move on.
mm-hmm.
So I'm glad about that. As for narcissists in relationships where men being narcissists, I think both men and women are both narcissists.
Yeah,
A lot of people care about themselves and themselves only. Hence, this guy talking about here's game and do this to women, and I
definitely,
digress. But
definitely.
I feel like it does happen a lot of the times. Now, a lot of people, they may not know or see the signs or have dealt with narcissists or know they've dealt with a narcissist,
Yeah,
but having like spoken and dealt with narcissists, obviously it's about themselves. Everything's about them. So I can understand why the wife was different at home because it didn't matter what the wife would say or do, it would always go back to him. So why would I waste my time laughing with you, telling you a joke, telling you about my day if everything's going to be about you anyways?
yeah,
So I don't blame her for how she was acting. I don't blame him for being mad about it because, hey, a lot of the times people don't know that they're narcissists. They just are full of themselves and that's it. They
yeah,
don't know why. I don't even think they see it as a problem.
yeah,
Just it is what it is. This is how I am. That's it. So them realizing, I feel like, you know what, it was great. I hope it opened up a lot of people's eyes where a lot of people will now look into themselves and realize, hey, am I doing this? Am I damaging my relationship with this person? Am I the best me, the best version of myself for this person? Or am I destroying this relationship bit by bit? So that's how I felt about it when I saw it. You? How'd you feel about it?
first of all, I agree with you 100%. Commend to him for getting the help and, you know what I mean, trying to fix things in his marriage 100%.
Hmm.
But even what you're saying, I do agree that it's very important to do some self-reflecting and seeing what you might be doing wrong in a relationship or what could be the problems. But the thing is that not, and this is besides him because he's already come to the
Hmm.
understanding that he is a narcissist and he was then damaging the relationship. I'm talking more to the people that were in the comments. There were so many saying that, that's what they've been going through and their ex-husband or husband and boyfriend. Hate to be that guy, right? Chances are, though, that it most likely wasn't their husband or boyfriend were being narcissists. Sometimes in relationships, you do act different with different people. Like it's in a relationship, both parties do have to try their best, even when it becomes hard. So if I'm just, if me and or not even me, but if a person and their partner are going through the stresses of marriage, work, bills, sometimes you might not feel like coming home and just having drinks
Mm-hmm.
and laughing. Like, you're dealing with this person having these
Yeah.
stresses and arguments, but when you go outside, it's a lot easier just to laugh and be
Mm-hmm.
carefree, because these are people that don't have to come home and we have to go through the same repetitive cycle. And I think a
Yeah.
lot of sometimes, I won't say a lot of that, but I think sometimes it's easier just to say that you're a narcissist and that's why I'm not able to laugh with you, rather than being able to look inward. I'm not saying all, because again, it's both, and
Yeah.
whether man or woman, because that's what I'm speaking of, man or woman that's going through this. But it's also very important for you to see if the person is a narcissist and they're taking away your light, or it's something that you're also able to work on, as far as seeing, am I being
Exactly.
the best me for my relationship? That's
Yeah.
kind of what I was kind of looking at, because I saw so many saying that my partner, that's what I'm like. I I'm not a mathematician, but the odds of every single person in there that their partner is a narcissist are very slim to none. There also has to be some self-reflection too, to see if it turns out that you've done everything you could do and this is just what the relationship is, I fully agree. But I think it's also can be a cop out just to say it's that person's fault. Why, you know what I mean? Why I'm different
Mm-hmm.
at home. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying too. I just wanted to address that because I thought it was great. I thought what he was saying was great because I thought it was very real to
Mm.
a lot of relationships. But then I saw so many people saying, "This is my relationship. This is my relationship. This is my relationship." That's just like, are you sure you're taking accountability in your relationship? That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
But I agree with you. A lot of the times, people point fingers and blame the other person and think that they were perfect in the relationship, when in reality, you probably contributed a lot to it as well. And you may think that they're a narcissist because, oh, they only cared about themselves. How do we know it wasn't them trying for years to make things work with you and you weren't giving it? And it was, you know what, I'm going to live my best life. And I'm
Yeah,
not blaming anybody. I'm not. And that's exactly why I was saying both men and women
yeah,
have issues. So, did you hear about James Harden and Saweetie dating?
yes, I heard about that.
So, did you hear the part where he cash apped her $100,000,
Okay.
and then 50 Cent, obviously the troll he is, went in, get rich or die trying. I'm still trying. No,
No,
okay,
let's not do that.
I'm gonna work on it. That's all I can do. Work on it. I'll try my best.
Yeah.
Um, so what do you feel about that whole relationship, that whole situation, everything?
So, um, how do I feel about it? I actually don't think there's anything wrong with it. And listen, to the reason I say that I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't know the dynamic of their relationship. Like, she could have been like, listen, my house is in foreclosure. I need money. Can you help me? Or not even can you help me? He might have went over her house and a bailiff came over and was like, yo, we gonna take over your house. And he's like, I got it. Here, take it. You're my girl now. So I am not
Hmm.
saying I just don't know the dynamic. That's why I'm not so quick to judge. If he cash apped her 100,000 to date her, again, that's his life. That's his money. If she's using him for money, let's say, and he's
Hmm.
okay with her using him for money, I have no problem with it. Like, I'm totally like,
Hmm.
bro, that's their life. I don't see why so many people are invested in the way somebody spends their money or spends their money on their girl. Like, it changes nothing for me. Like, so no, I really don't mind. I think that 50 is a big time troll. And to be honest, well, I haven't seen, but I think I've actually seen 50 spending mad money on women himself. Like, at
Have
least
a
whoever,
baby by me, baby, be a
be a
billionaire.
millionaire. Exactly. He's the one that came out with that song. So it's like, for you to be upset that this dude is trying to have a baby with a girl and make her a millionaire, literally, it's kind of wild to me. How about you? How you
Hmm.
feel about it?
Um, First and foremost, I have to start off by saying I really don't even care. No, I mean, it
Well,
really
yes,
changes my life in no way.
exactly.
But I heard about it, and like you said, it's his money. If that's how he wants to spend it, let him spend it that way.
Exactly.
This is not the first time. This won't be the last time you hear about, say, Instagram models or artists, high-profile women, men, not really men, but you usually hear
Yeah.
about it with women, where you have to pay them for their time
Yeah.
because they are their business.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now, with Cash App, there is a limit of $1,000 that you can send. So,
Yeah.
somebody wants to tell me
Mhm.
that James Harden sent her $1,000 100 times.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
So he responded back on his Instagram saying, "People are wild.
Yeah.
Get a life. Why do people believe in these stories?" And it's the
Exactly.
truth. It concerns none of you.
Exactly.
Why are you guys even in? Even if he did do that,
Who cares? That's the point.
that's his business.
Exactly.
There's no shame in his game. There are things people have done where they just did it with LaQuisha from down the block. Like,
Hmm.
who cares?
Or buying these bags, bro. These Birkin bags and stuff. You buy 3 of them, bro. You still gave $100,000. Like what?
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
And then, anyways, I was gonna bring up Quavo again, but really doesn't even matter. Doesn't.
Not at
Where,
all.
anyways, because I said it, I'm just gonna say it.
Go
Where
ahead.
he was talking about the Culture 3, he made reference to he did get the Bentley repoed.
Yeah.
Why are you guys even still on this? Like, I understand everybody wants to save face and
Yeah.
say that they were the most gangster and this is what they did, but I really like we spoke about this. I personally find like it's a bitch move. You gave somebody something, it didn't work out. Okay, so be it. I'm sure there are things you've given me. I'm sure there are things that I've given you. The relationship worked both ways. At the end of the day, it didn't work out. Okay, so be it. Now, if you're gonna say, "Hey, give me back the," gladly take it back. But I'm not going to be that person to be like, "Well, give me back the Bentley that I got." No, just it is what it is. Enjoy.
I'm just saying. A Bentley, there's certain gifts. And again, if he didn't take it back, that's fine. But I'm just saying I fully understand you taking back a Bentley. I'm totally cool with it. I see no problem with it. Um, yeah, I'm 100% cool with it. Now, I'm gonna defend his reference in the song due to the fact we don't know when it's recorded, right? So at the end of the
Hmm.
day, this could have just happened. He's still in his emotions,
Yeah,
and if it's a dope song, it's a dope song. You're not gonna be like, all right, let me go back to the studio. No, you're gonna like that's what it was. That's what you were feeling at the time. This is his art. He's gonna express himself. I don't have a problem with it. I get when it seems like somebody's milking a situation, but when it
hmm,
comes to music, sometimes that's what you were going through. You want to address it, or that's what you're still going through. He might just be having that same dilemma that we're talking about. Like, should I have taken it back or not? And then just been in that vibe, like, nah, bruh. That's my car. I'm gonna take it back, and went into the booth and said it. So I don't really knock him for it. But again, I really don't care. It's one of those things that it doesn't change much for me, man. It's rich people problems, bro. I'm
trust
just
me.
trying to have some of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, James Harden and her. Hey,
Mhm.
it is what it is. Um, because we're on the topic of Saweetie and relationships and everything.
Yeah.
She came out saying, well, back in the day, she freestyled for J. Cole, and she said she put out a verse with him if he produced the beat. I don't think it was disrespect or it was shade, like she wouldn't work with him, because obviously you wanted to work with him at some point in time in your
Yeah.
life. Now you got a buzz for yourself, you got a name for yourself, so kudos to you. Um, But you know what? I was gonna say I don't see them doing a song together and it sounding good. But then I thought about J. Cole, how versatile he is, where he can do those type of like nonchalant, yeah, like, and still be well calculated with the wording and the wordplay.
Yeah.
So, you know what?
I was
Maybe.
gonna say that too. That's exactly what I was gonna say. That J. Cole, he's up there as far as artists in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I think he can make a song with anybody, and plus make it that good, especially if he's producing the beat. He'll make it work for her. So
Yeah.
I have no doubt it'll I have no doubt it'll be serious. It'll be definitely a
Mm,
great song. But yeah, she'd be lucky to work with him, my opinion.
exactly.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing. I was thinking about, we're going to be completely transparent here. She is not the greatest of rappers. It's just she
No.
has catchy hooks,
Yeah.
beats.
Yeah, catchy songs, but it's not the best. I
Exactly.
agree. I agree.
So when I heard that, and I thought, why would J. Cole want to work with you?
Hmm.
But at the same time, J. Cole gets busy, so
Yeah.
he can actually help you a little bit more.
Yeah.
Not that you need the help, because you are who you are. You've done what you did, and I'm not trying to take anything away from you.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to take away from your art. People love it. It's just not for me. I'm not going to sit here and say it's horrible, it's trash.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
I agree. I agree.
But J. Cole, yeah, definitely gets busy, so he would definitely
Kill
give
it.
her a hit.
He would definitely make it work for her, yo.
Yeah.
By far, man. One of my favorite songs right now that I keep on repeat is J. Cole, 21 Savage, and Moray joint. That joint's fire. So
Mm.
again, and 21 Savage, in my opinion, kills that verse. So I'm just saying, I could see him doing something with the Sweetie, and it'd be on point. Just saying. All right. Remember, you can follow us on all platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram at CuzTheInternet, as well as you can write us on our Gmail account as CuzTheInternet at gmail.com. Once again, I'm your host, Trey.
And I'm your Jose. And remember, if it's on the internet, we may talk about it. Hey, you.
I